The legends were true. It has been waiting for me.
Most AI tools still work the same way. You write a prompt, wait for the result, realize it isn't quite what you wanted, rewrite the prompt, generate again. And before long, you're spending more time fixing prompts than actually creating. The biggest problem isn't AI anymore. It's the workflow. Your ideas are in one place. Your references are somewhere else. Your generated assets are spread across multiple tools, and every new change feels like starting over. So today, I want to try something completely different. Instead of treating AI like a prompt machine, let's see what happens when it actually becomes part of the creative process. So this is Pippit, and today I'm going to build an entire cinematic project from scratch using its new Creative Agent canvas. No prepared prompts, no ready-made assets. We'll brainstorm the idea, create the characters, build the scenes, generate the visuals, refine everything, and see if this workflow actually feels better than traditional AI tools. Well, let's get started. First, look at Creative Agent Canvas. The first thing I noticed is that this doesn't feel like a normal AI chat. Instead of giving me one prompt box and hoping for the best, everything is organized inside a visual canvas. On one side, I can chat with the AI. On the other side, I can organize my entire project. Characters, scenes, images, videos, text, audio. Everything stays inside one workspace. That already feels much cleaner than constantly switching between different websites. Brainstorming the idea, let's begin with the story. Instead of writing one giant prompt, I'm simply describing the idea I have in mind. If I want more creative directions, I can ask the creative agent for suggestions. Maybe I want a darker atmosphere. Maybe I want a different art style. Maybe I want stronger character designs. Instead of restarting, I'm simply having a conversation and improving the project step by step. That's something I actually like because it feels much closer to working with another creator instead of talking to a chatbot. Creating characters and scenes. Now let's build our first character. I'll generate a concept, refine the design, then move on to creating the environment. What's nice here is that everything stays connected. The AI remembers what we've already created, so I don't need to explain the same character or story again and again. Once the character looks good, I can move directly into scene creation. Now I'm building the world around that character instead of generating random standalone images. Everything becomes part of the same project. Image and video generation with Seedance. Now it's time to bring everything to life. Once the scenes are ready, I can generate visuals directly inside the workflow. For this demo, I'm using Seedance to create cinematic video shots based on the project we've already built. And this is where the workflow starts making sense. I'm not copying prompts between different tools. I'm not opening another website. Everything happens inside the same creative workspace. If I don't like the first result, I can continue refining it without losing all the previous work. That makes the whole process feel much more natural.
The legends were true. It has been waiting for me. Come on then. Let's finish this.
Asset references and editing. Another feature I really like is how easy it is to keep everything organized. Instead of uploading the same references over and over again, I can reuse the assets I've already created. I can continue chatting with the creative agent, refine prompts, group related assets together, use existing visuals as references, and keep improving the project instead of constantly restarting from scratch. It feels much more like building a real creative workflow than generating isolated AI outputs. And here's the final project. We started with nothing more than an idea, built the characters, created the scenes, generated cinematic visuals using Seedance, refined everything inside the same workspace, and never had to jump between multiple disconnected tools. That's probably the biggest difference I noticed during this demo. After using Creative Agent Canvas, I don't think the biggest improvement is simply faster AI generation. It's the fact that the entire creative process stays connected. Your conversations, your ideas, your references, your generated assets, your edits, everything lives inside one workspace. Instead of constantly rewriting prompts, you're continuously building on the same creative project. And that's exactly why this feels less like another AI tool and much more like a creative partner. If your projects usually involve multiple steps instead of just generating a single image or video, I think this workflow makes a lot more sense. If you'd like to try Pippit Creative Agent Canvas for yourself, you'll find the official links in the description below. I'd also love to know what you think. Do you prefer the traditional prompt and generate workflow, or does this creative workspace approach make more sense for the way you create? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.